Hey friends, Julian Wells here, coach and outdoor athlete, and today I'm bringing you a core flow. So we're going to work abs, obliques, TVA, as well as erector spinae, glute med, glute max, everything in the midline that helps protect the spine, but also gives you that extra bit of strength and explosiveness to whatever sport it is that you love outside. Everyone can use a strong core, so this flow is definitely for you. It's going to be about 10 minutes long, 3 rounds. By all means, you could do a 4th round if you wanted. And you're going to need either a yoga block when we do our posterior chain movements, or a 1 liter Nalgene will work as well. You can hold it like this between the hands, which we'll explore soon. Cool. Hope you enjoy. Let's jump in. So I do recommend approaching this core flow with warm wrists. We're going to transition from one side to the other. We'll be on one hand. So if you haven't warmed your wrists up, if you're jumping into this totally cold, pause the video, do a few wrist circles, make sure that your wrists are all warmed up. When you're ready to go, we're going to start in downward dog. Hands about shoulder width, middle fingers at 12 o'clock, pressing the hips back and up, feet about hip width, and reach your tailbone up to the ceiling. Spin those triceps in towards one another and tuck the chin, take the gaze behind the knees. Have a breath here. Let it go. Round 1, take the right leg up into space behind you. Exhale, twist over to the left arm, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross into the right arm, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep it high in the arm. 3, 2, 1. Take it back, 3-leg dog. Drop the right foot. Inhale the left leg. Twist over to the right arm. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to the left arm for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up behind you, 3-leg dog. Exhale, feet together. Rock yourself forward into a high plank. Squeeze the space together at the quads. Press your shoulder blades apart. Roll your triceps towards one another. Give your bum a squeeze. Pull your tailbone under. Think long through the top of the head. Long in the legs. Keep pressing your chest away from the floor. Keep pulling your shoulder blades apart. Triceps towards one another. Keep holding. Squeeze your bum. Tuck your tailbone under. Just under 10 seconds. We're only here for 30 seconds total. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your chest down to the floor. Taking our first posterior chain or back body movement, squeezing the bum, pushing the hips down into the floor and taking the arms back. Thumbs away from the body. Gaze forward. Toes pointing back. Lifting those fingertips up to the ceiling. And keep using the muscles along the spine to lift the heart. Squeezing the bun to lift the legs. Here for 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Lowering back down. Hands land under the shoulders. Push yourself back to a tabletop on the knees. Take a little rock forward. Have a breath. And getting ready for our second round. And press yourself back to downward dog. Again, hands shoulder width, feet hip width, triceps towards one another. Take an inhale, let it go, exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist, high in the left arm for 5, 4, 3, 2. Option to stay right here or option to pivot on the back foot. Lift the left hand and kick that floating leg away from the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you come back around, left hand lands, right knee to right tricep. Hug in for 5, 4, 3, 2. Staying here for 5 more seconds. Or opening up into a side plank, extending the top arm, extending the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot lands, right hand lands. Pivot to high plank. Push back down dog. Have a breath. Let it go. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, twist. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening up for 5, option, or keep hugging that knee in. 3, 2, 1. Taking the floating knee to left arm, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to stay there, or option to open up, side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stack the feet, land the left hand, finding high plank. This time taking the toes just off the mat or outside shoulder width if you're not on a mat, fairly wide. Triceps towards one another. Squeeze your bum, tuck your tailbone under. Right hand to left shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Left hand to right shoulder for 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. 4 more like that. Right hand to left shoulder. 2, 1. Right hand down, left hand, right shoulder, 3, 2, 1. 2 more. Right hand, left shoulder. 1. Right hand lands, left hand, right shoulder, 3, 2, 1. Left hand lands. Feet together, slowly lower. And chest lands. Find your yoga block, taking it behind the head for that same locust position, squeezing your bum, lifting your legs, pushing your hips into the floor, and taking the block behind the head up towards the ceiling. We're here for 30 seconds, starting now. Other option is take your water bottle, squeeze it between the hands, behind the head, and we're holding. Hips down, legs up, and chest up, gaze is long. Keep those elbows wrapping in towards one another. Pressure in your water bottle or in the yoga block. Last 15. Keep lifting your heart, lifting your gaze. Less than 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering down. Water bottle comes down. Hands land, push yourself back to a tabletop. From our tabletop, getting ready for our third round. Hands at shoulder width, middle finger still 12 o'clock. Push hard down into the mat. Lift the hips down, dog. Feet about hip width. Lift your tailbone to the ceiling. Spinning triceps towards one another. Have a breath. Let it go. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, twist. Holding high in the left arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to stay here, option to kick open like our last round is side plank, floating that bottom leg. This time pull your floating knee up towards your right armpit. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Take your left hip a little higher. 2, 1. As your left hand lands, take the right knee across to the right arm. Hold for 5, 4, 3. Hugging in. 2, 1. Lift the right hand, option to take side plank or stay in that high plank with a tuck knee. But we're reaching our top knee towards the chest. If you're in side plank, last few seconds, whoop. We're gonna extend the leg, turn the big toe to the ceiling, bend the knee, land the toe. Option for wild thing, open the heart, gaze to the right fingertips, and then slowly bringing our right hand back to meet the left, right foot to meet the left, push back down dog. Woo, hard work. From our down dog, have a breath, let it go. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, twist. We're almost there. Holding high in the right arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to open up for 5. Hug that floating knee to the armpit. 3, 2, 1. Floating hand lands. Taking the left knee to the opposite arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to stay there, option to open up into side plank. Hug that top knee. Up towards the chest for 5. Last couple seconds. Extend the leg, bend the knee, toe finds the floor, open the hips up, gaze to the left hand. Get a little heart opener, a chest opener. Slowly float. Land the left hand, land the left toes. Rock forward, high plank. Option to stay right here in high plank. Option to take shoulder taps, like our second round, or walk your feet forward, knees to triceps. Float your feet. Find crow pose, a hand balance. Wherever you are, you're holding it for 15 more seconds. High plank, shoulder taps, crow pose for 10, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1. Feet go back, lowering down to the chest. Last time, opening up locust pose. Squeeze your bum, hips down into the floor. Legs lift, hands lift. Option to take locust like our first round, or if you want to really spice things up, find your block, find your bottle, take it behind the head. Here for 15 more seconds. Last bit of work today. Last 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering down. Taking that block aside. Push yourself back to tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take your knees wide, big toes together. Sit your hips back to your heels. Take your arms forward. Let your forehead rest. Have a few breaths here. Just taking a moment to recognize your effort, the hard work. Take as much time as you need, but I'll close things off. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm definitely sweaty over here. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, please subscribe. It'd mean a lot. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy the outside. Stay wild. Peace out.